Where did you grow up?
Siberia. Does it make a difference where more specifically? It is not like you could point to it on a map. Use your imagination. Long winters, lots of snow, funny hats.
What first got you into music?
My neighbor, who was a boy a bit older than me, told me about a band called The Offspring, who were so cool because they swore in their songs. He got hold of a tape of Smash for his birthday, and I thought it was the coolest thing I had ever heard. We liked Bad Habit, because that is the one with the line everyone remembers, but it was some of the others, like Come Out and Play and What Happened to You, that I listened to over and over. And then 4 years later, everyone was suddenly losing their minds for Pretty Fly for a White Guy. And I am saying, this is the band I told you about years ago, remember? We all loved it for the Give It To Me Baby bits. But I then came to realize that guitar riff, it is massive. And like all the best riffs, it is so simple. So Americana was the first album I bought, and then soon there are others. And then I thought I would like to take up guitar.
Who are your influences as a player?
I think different players for different areas. For lead, David Gilmour. I do not listen to much Pink Floyd, but his playing. He can make the same few notes sound like so many different phrases in a way that does not get old. Noodles from The Offspring for the looser rhythm parts, and James Hetfield for the tighter ones. They both have really great lead playing as well. They don't play that many notes per second, but the ones they choose are just right.
What are your hobbies or passions?
My main field of interest is engineering. I am fascinated by how we can use machines and technology to do things for us, to perform tasks more efficiently, and to achieve what we had thought was impossible. As a child, I was obsessed with Lego. Yes, it was sold in Russia since 1985. And then I started watching Thunderbirds. I follow mega projects, massive vehicles, space exploration, that sort of thing. In recent years I have been working on electronics, such as guitar effects, but I am not good at soldering. I have done some computer builds, and I am contemplating building a guitar.
What equipment do you use?
Marshall amplifiers. I have a Marshall JMP1 preamp and an EL34 100 power amp. We use Boss GT Pro effects units, not for their preamps, but for their effects blocks. Those are in a rack unit along with an ISP decimator, ProRack G noise gate, and a Korg DTR 1000 tuner. Those are switched with a Roland FC300 foot controller. Marshall 1960 cabs, radial JDX DI boxes, Ernie Ball strings, Jim Dunlop plectrons. All my guitars are dual humbucker 6 strings, some with 2-piece bridges and some Floyd Rose. Most have the stock pickups, except for one which is being upgraded with Seymour Duncans, notably an Invader in the bridge.
What's your favourite Pyre song?
Not Fade Away. it is definitely the punk one, but I like how it is never just punk. So the verse has very punk guitars, but the drums are doing something not punk at all. And then in the chorus, it is the drums that are much more punk, but the keyboards are playing something you would never hear in a punk song. And I do like the riff.